Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to the very first ride on my new bike, which is very unsurprisingly BMW R1300GS red one. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Not actually. Most people choose the black or blue, now silver color. But the moment I saw the red one, it was decided it must be red. Originally I wanted my S1000 red too, but they cancelled the red one and introduced black one instead. Now they have more interesting colors, I would say. And indeed, it's a very first ride. As you can see, odometer says 10 kilometers right now. I didn't even ride it from the dealership back home. It went on a trailer. I wanted to prepare the bike first, put on all the protection. So I was doing that for 2 days. That's why you can see I have my navigation, I have my phone attached. I even have a garage door open here. So this is truly the very first ride. I have of course tested a similar bike from the dealership when my S1000 was for service, and I even had the opportunity to have it for 3 days, and that's what finally convinced me to go for it. I was really worried that it will be like a boat, and for my intentions of riding swiftly through the corners, that it will be a problem really. Funny thing is that a few months later, in the next service, I had F900GS for a day, and if this bike rode like that GSA, I have to say I would not be purchasing it. It was very floaty even on the steepest suspension, while this bike holds in the corners very nicely. Right now I'm taking it very gently as I'm a bit overwhelmed. First of all, I need to... Oh, wow, that's so... You thought that I would be complaining, but that actually was so good. I was ready from S1000R that I screwed up and went too fast into that crossing. and that it will be harsh, and I just jumped a bit, and that's it. It was so pleasant. So far so good. I have to be really careful because I'm not used to this bike at all. It's quite a difference from S1000R in terms of size and seating, and it's one of the reasons why I chose this bike. Actually, I would not be able to justify having two bikes at home with essentially the same specs. And that's a nice bridge to tell you what's next with the old bike. As you may have surmised already, I'm keeping it. So S1000R is not going anywhere. Love that bike, at least for foreseeable future. It's staying at home. Actually, now it just arrived yesterday from Spain. It's in Prague. I will have to go pick it up next week. I intend to ride both bikes essentially. In the future you will see more of this bike, obviously. I plan to ride it mainly a long distance abroad, and that was actually the main reason why I bought this bike, because it can carry luggage easy, unlike the S1000R. Plus S1000 has already 40,000 kilometers on its clock. That's actually one of the reasons why it goes for a service, and it will be used then mainly locally or for small day or two trips around Czech Republic. I will have to get used to this, and then fun begins for long trips. I have many trips planned, both alone and with my friends. One trip is already planned for next month, so let's try to overtake for the first time. Yes, wonderful. See, the roads are a bit dirty, I have to be really careful. As I said, this is a brand new bike, I'm brand new on it, and that also means that it has brand new tires. That's not ideal combination in case. So I can get used to the bike, to the setup I have. Otherwise everything is lovely. I have to get used to the size, of course. Look at that. It's another advantage, as I'm sitting more upright. I can see more over the railings on the bridges. Compared to S1000R, this magic carpet floats on the flat roads. Also, the windscreen is absolutely awesome compared to the naked bike. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, this 1300 is of course manual. While I love my automatic in my car, on a bike I still prefer to shift myself. Plus, I didn't want to have one bike with manual and one with automatic to be more confused than I have to be. It still comes with Michelin and Cesky tires, and I have to say they do make a weird sound. Michelin just released the Cesky 2s, right? But this bike is still equipped with the first one. Oh, this is such a comfy chair. I have to check later if my camera is set up properly, because I have a new helmet, so I had to put a new mount on it. Maybe I'm afraid, yes, that I'm looking too much down. I don't even have a registration number, I have dealer plate. But they promised a lovely weather, and as you can see, they lied. It's 17 degrees now, which is better than yesterday, but it's windy. And as I was taking this bike apart and mounting all the bits and pieces I wanted to, I had to do it outside, and I think I got a bit cold. See how wet the asphalt is, in combination with brand new tires that don't have even 100 kilometers on them. I'm just taking it super careful. Ooh. Oh well, the weather in Malaga was much better than this. No, this is not fair. I mean, this road is really bumpy. Not the worst kind, but still it is. I feel almost nothing on this bike. Ladies and gentlemen, 99 kilometers on the clock. One hundred kilometers ridden. So, what are my experiences as a long-term user now? Yeah, it's lovely. I have to say, riding this same thing on a S1000R would be so annoying. Because despite the computer saying it's 19 degrees Celsius, I have to say it's windy, it's sort of cold. I have heated grips and a heated seat on. Yeah, I'm waiting. Hopefully the gearbox will settle, because you have to be sort of deliberate with your gear shifts. Compare that to S1000R. You just sort of, it works sort of like a button. You poke it and it shifts, no problem. Now this bike really demands you to ram it in. Hopefully it will improve with some miles. Maybe I will adjust the motor rocker switch, because currently I have it set up that normal buttons move the windshield up and down, but I'm wondering how often will I use that. Cesky tires do make a noise around 100 kilometers per hour in the slightest lean angle. It's like, imagine a small owl howling, and now imagine it rhythmically. That's the noise I'm hearing from the tires. Needless to say that these tires will be not returning back to the bike after they are done. Of course, I'm not crazy, I don't print money, so I'm not changing these tires just for that. Otherwise, I heard that they are very comfortable tires. Ooh, where are we going? Yeah, see a lot of the debris. It's just spring here, and they didn't clean up the streets and roads after the winter. So wonderful. I made it even worse, I have to say. My chin mount broke, so I have this lovely perch for you. Let's see how it will work. So maybe you will see something. Wonderful. So you are attached and we can continue. Whee! How much do you see? And I also discovered that you were out of batteries, so I don't know what have I recorded or what have I not recorded. Man, this is not my finest hour in recording YouTube videos. Let me tell you, there is one cool thing with the camera being mounted on the screen. I can see that it's recording from my point of view. I see the red light blinking. Oh, what a wonderful ride. Oh, I'm getting used to this bike. Welcome to Český Krumlov. This is the second most visited place in Czech Republic after Prague, and there is a reason why the entire city center is a UNESCO heritage site. The only thing that it's compared to Prague, it's quite small. And as you can see by the sheer amount of cars, and this is just the beginning, it can get really busy. The amount of tourists compared to the size of the town is just disproportionate. And first, refueling, not that we need much. We have still 125 kilometer range. So let's go from Český Krumlov down the Vltava river, Moldau. In the summer this will get extremely busy because there will be plenty of boats going down the stream. They put a new asphalt here. I don't remember this being this dark. They have to go slow because it would be too bumpy. We don't. We have a tractor. Oh, Ford Mustang GT. Interesting color. Oh, already there was a boat on the river. Oh, they must be really ready to brave the cold. But I guess this is the only way to enjoy the river without crowds. Because in summer, let me tell you, there are queues, lines for everything. It's full of drunken people. It's complete disaster. Oh, traffic lights. do we have here? Oh, this will be here entire summer, I guess, which sucks because this is a really nice road to ride if you don't catch any traffic. As I was saying, with the boats, it's so busy, then obviously people are coming down the stream with the boats, and at the end of their trip downstream, the companies pick up the rental boats and ride them back up, right? And they are using this road to do it. So depending on the time of the day, in the early morning you will get buses going up the stream delivering the people, and in the evenings you will get the vans with trailers for carrying all the boats back. So you have to be precise in your timing so you don't meet a string of them, because there is not many opportunities to overtake. Well, now we are going to Rožmberk, which is a nice little town with a medieval castle on the top of the hill. We'll stop there because I purchased an ice cream at the petrol station and I have it in my front pocket, and I think it's about time to eat it, otherwise I will have to drink it. And look, we are here. There are way less tourists here. Here we are, and the bike almost fell down. Whew. So let's proceed. I even cleaned up your lens. That's how good I am, despite not having any implements to do so. But I have to say, this bike makes it a pleasant journey when compared to how much effort or energy it is to get here on the S1000R. I barely noticed and I'm already here. It went very fast and I was taking it easy on this bike, but I didn't notice how long it took to get here. Just sort of waffling along the road. Dare I say, I'm less tired now than when I started, mainly because of the 2 days of work on this bike to get it prepped. And now the initial ride, and already things I did to it broke. So there is this GS pattern on the sides that you can see through, and I put a red sticker under it, so the GS is in a red coloring. Well, the sticker peeled off the GoPro mount or the camera mount on my helmet. That broke, so that's why you are on the windscreen right now. I was attempting to apply PPF foil on this bike. I bought pre-cut pieces. It failed miserably to line. If we went left here, we would get to Austria. Active cruise control works perfectly. It maintains the speed. Now we are in the Vyšší Brod. Yay! We have reached the most southern point we will get today. We have 249 kilometers on the clock. Oh, look. How silly can you be? Hooray! So the intro video was recorded, the footage at least. Hopefully I can edit something useful. Ow! Something fell in my eye. I can record something useful out of it. And now continue to go home. So computer says 1 hour 50 to home. I have to say, overall this was a great success for the first ride. I really enjoyed today.